I grew up in Chiang Mai, born and raised with my single mom, and as far as I remember of my memory, I was on a pickup truck while my mom driving me to the kindergarten school, and in the car there's so many cassette tapes, and I sang along and I knew every song in the cassette tapes. And I think probably that's the origin of the feeling that I'm passionate to songs and music and stuff like that. And especially I went to the school in Chiang Mai, which is kind of like Thai Catholic school, and we have lots of ceremony. I'm Buddhism, but we go to some Thai and Catholic school just like that, so it's quite normal for us because there's not so many schools in Chiang Mai, and there are so many activities, there's so many ceremony, which is kind of like a little bit religious. But one thing that invokes my passion to be in a mood by music is when we go to the church and we do some something called missa, which is kind of like a Christian ceremony, Catholic ceremony, and then I make fun of the song that I have to sing, that we all have to sing to tease my friend and stuff like that. So I think that's a good base of that bring me today. And when I was in mid-high school, in mid-junior, I met an alumni who is Mr. Matthew, who now become my boss and my producer. That time he was the young director who produced the movie called 13 Beloved and Pisage, which quite like a low budget, and doing the movie, which has only like 3-4 characters in a locked room, which is so interesting. And then he came back to school and tried to look for some boys and girls to go to be part of the new movie. And that time I went there. I went to do the casting with my friends, and luckily I got it in. And I believe that I was pushed by I always think that I was pushed by some energy, which is invisible. I don't know, but that brought me here today. And then and he came up with a movie project which is quite hard to make a decision to be part of, because that time it was quite taboo to talk about the gay stuff in Thailand, and especially in the entertainment business and also the film industry. But that time I just trust him because he's my senior and he's a great director. So I think it's going to be fun just working with someone that you're familiar with, and then just it's going to be a new experience. And then I didn't think that that is going to go too far, because it's something that is quite controversial and is quite closed by that time. And then I have to fly to Bangkok to shoot the movie. Like I study Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday I have to fly to Bangkok to do the shooting. And it was quite tough time, because that time it was in Mathiam 6, which is the quite scary time for Thai students, because we have to do the entrance examination. And especially while I'm doing it, I'm not really sure that everything is going to be successful, because, well, they shoot in there's a topic of the movie, and also I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to pass the examination for the university, and it's so stressful that time. And then, but well, play it by ears and try to follow up what my friends studied, and be sincere to what I'm doing. But because at that time, where all of us, it's a story about this student who loves in music and trying to make a music band, and all of the actors, the new young actors who came to be part of this movie, didn't know anything about acting before, and we did just a few workshops, so we don't really know much about how to act on film. But one thing that I love about that is it was the first movie and the last movie in my life that was shot in film, because after that we do the digital, we do the DSLR, and we do some kind of like more high technology, and we forgot about the film. But that makes me feel that I'm interested in working in the film industry and want to study more about film, like how film work and how film theory will be like. So I picked the faculty of journalism and mass communication from Thammasat University to do the bachelor degree. And okay, so let me talk about the gay movie and gay character at that time. So usually, okay. So by that time, Thai movie which has gay characters will let them being just the clown and the comedic characters to make the story colorful and more light and more fun when we pass the story that stressful already, and then we shift to something fun and triggers the laughter to everybody, and everybody can watch it. But the problem is we don't really take it as something that we don't really take it as some it's not our business, so that we can judge it, something like that. But if it happens to you and to your family, or to your member in your family, your sister, your brother, it will be a problem. So that's why they don't dare enough to do the film about gay that much. Or if we have to do it, it has to be like that. It's just like funny and comedy thing. And 5 years later, there will be more. There were more films about gay and LGBT community, which has more serious story. And my film was one of them. And after that, it's that there's more and more and more. And then the next problem is gay characters and gay couple character in a movie become the product of the industry. Like every lakon or every TV series or every film that has straight couple already will have the sub couple. Should I say that, like gay couple, in that to serve people who love this kind of romance. But so the left one you see like 10 to 15 years ago, and I think there was a first openly gay couple, and which has successful love life, but at the end they ended up being together in the States. So it's not in Thailand as well. So, and then the one above was Gay OK, which is just launched for 2 episodes in Thailand. It started 2 weeks ago. It talk about gay, like normal gay people, which is quite interesting, because the character and the cast is not that good looking. Because before to be accepted as a as gay or as gay couple in the media. You have to be good looking, you have to be well educated or stuff like that, and it creates some myth or some norm that okay, you have to be like that and then you will be accepted, which is not 100% true. And also that one, the Tutsi Diary, which is like the series, like the journal of a gay guy, a trans guy or something, who always have the funny story, and then it was made to become a movie, no, a series, sorry, which is quite interesting, and we have to keep our eye on that, how it's going to be, like how gay character will survive, or how they will be taken as clowns, as like normal people, but being taken as human or something else in the future. So it's quite interesting. And okay. And then, okay, now I'm coming back to my journey. And then after the film Love of Siam has been passed, and I got such a huge, such a huge attack by admirers and some fans and people who love the movie so much, and then I got some problem with my inner self a little bit at that time, because that time I was in a university, and everything just changed in just one night. Like yesterday I was just a normal student, no one talked about me, and then the next day when I went to the canteen, it was like the string of people came and asked for the photo and for the autograph, and I was surprised and shocked at that time. And then it's getting more and more and more and more and more, and I feel like, wow, what am I doing? Did I make a good choice, or the decision that I made to be part of the film is the good thing? I was like, my symptom was so serious that, like, for example, when I go to the shopping mall and I have to wait for my friend, and he or she doesn't come in yet, hasn't come yet, and I was standing waiting for my friend, and there's so many people looking at me and talk about me and have to, and they came to ask for the photograph and photo, and then I was scared. And then I ended up locking myself in the toilet for an hour until my friend arrived, and I've been struggling with that for quite a long time, and I can see that sometimes people has some, after they watch the movie, after they watch the media that we take part in, they start with that image of the character, and they thought it's our identity, which is not quite like, I'm not like that character that much. So they thought like I'm gonna be like a lonely boy who are so sweet and passionate about music and stuff like that, which is not true. So yeah, so I've been working with my problem for a while, and especially when the characters of the band, we got some kind of like spin-off from the movie, because as I told you, the characters in the movie was like a band. So once the film was very successful, was like massively, we do the spin-off, we do the album, we make the song, and we make our characters in the movie become the real, and that will emphasize the image more, to make people believe that, oh, everybody, each of them are just the way that they're in the film, something like that. So we quite encountered the same problem. And yeah, and then and then there's so many kinds of sort of fans. Some are just following our work. Some wants to know everything about you, wants to know who your friends are and want to be friends with your friends, or some of them just invading your life a little bit. Like for example, my house was once a tourist spot in Chiang Mai because those fans they came and took photo with my house and stuff like that. But at first I was so angry. I felt like my privacy was taken away, and how to deal with that. And yeah, I kept like blaming myself, like I made the wrong choice. But from time to time, I've learned that one thing that they have is love and affection, and they just want. Sometimes some people know how to show it. Some people don't really know how to show it. Or even myself, I don't even know how to respond to them. So once I used to tell the reporter in an interview that after Love of Siam I will stop everything and go back to the normal life, and then my boss just scolded me, and he told me that, well, it's not going to change the way that they know you. It's not like you quit the job and then you go on the street and people will not recognize you and stuff like that. So just cherish them, because otherwise you're going to grow up as an unhappy adult. And I took his word and then think a lot, but it took 3 years almost to adjust. But yeah. So and then I've been with the August band for 4 years, and thanks to the fan, because they have some of them are very nice, and they try to introduce us to another world. They try to take us to China and to some other countries to do some gig or do some to do some appearance on the TV show and stuff like that. And it was such a fun experience, and I learned a lot from that. But after that, when I grew up and I graduated from the university, because the band consists of many people, and they have many ages. Like some are just 10, some are 12 or 15. I was 20 already, and once I graduated, August band is not what I was looking for anymore. It was a hobby. It was something fun on the side that I can just earn money and then just do it and have fun with it. But when I graduated, I felt like I have to make a living, and then we have different opinion, and we have different goal to make the August band go to the way we want. Some just want to make it as a fun job or something like that. But I have to pay my bill. I have to pay my rent and stuff like that. And 13 people is not easy to gather to do the rehearsal or to go somewhere and do the gig, and it costs a lot. So at the end we all agree that we have to dismiss. But it was so lucky to be working with Chinese people and to know the world that we haven't seen before. I used to learn Chinese when I was young, but I never thought that one day I would have a chance to use it. And I can see that learning language is quite important, and especially right now when we already been ASEAN community, so language takes a big role, and it would be nice if you guys learn some more language to know, because not only language that you will know, and then you can learn the culture and something more about other countries as well, so that you can understand each other. And then after August Band, I jumped to the theater scene from just being an audience. I went to watch the theater. I went to watch the play. And then after one play, there was a Q&A, and I was in there, and then make a conversation, doing some asking and a Q&A thing with them. And then after that, I got some contact to them to invite me to be part of the play. And then I keep doing that for 4 years. And then I feel like, okay, one thing, I think theater is quite free, how to say, like free entertainment for now, especially for Thai people, because okay, we have censorship in film, we have censorship on TV, but the play is quite something that open for you to express your opinion, express your thought. And theater made me learn more about acting. And then I realized that 8 years ago, 10 years ago, that when I started doing the first movie, it was just very, very, very naive knowledge about acting. I was just doing what the director told me to do, and I just trust him. And then when I jumped to the theater, I discovered the knowledge of acting more and more, and I found that one thing which is very beneficial and very important, not only for acting but for everything, for all the communication, is sincerity, which is at first hard to find and hard to explore. But when we're on stage or when we're on set, and the character is such different from you, you just believe in it and go with it and be sincere with who they are, and then everything will be okay. And then, so this is my journey, and then I'm gonna show you some presentation about what I want to share. This is 2 actors in Thailand who just passed away last year. Well, the right one just passed away this year. But the thing is, on their funeral, there were so many stream of the press that tried to get the picture from them, and try to take a photo of their family with sad faces and stuff like that. Some reporters just like climb up on the chair and then to get the picture, which is quite, well, you tell me how you feel about that. And but who to blame? At first I saw this picture, I think, well, this is wrong. The reporter cannot do that extreme like that. But when I think again, they just do their job, and then they just got some assignment from the press agency. But if we are going to blame the press agency, then we have to think about the sponsorship too, because, well, the press agency has to do as much as they can to get the higher rating, to get the picture that other channels or other agency cannot get, to get the highest rating and got the sponsorship. And then sponsorship looking for something that for some channel that can afford the news that will serve the consumer wants, consumer needs as well. So we have to go back to look at ourselves as a consumer, what kind of media that we love to consume, and if it's right or if it's wrong, or is it okay to share or show the sign of support by like or share, because right now there's the thin line between the netiquette and troll, because some people just like this. Sorry, I have to censor the picture, but they just want to take a selfie with the daughter of the actor who just passed away, or that girl. They just want to take a picture with the wife and stuff like that. So we have to ask ourselves and be careful about what we're going to do, and aware of what we're consuming these days, because sometimes it just some sadness of others can be a trend that you're following or something like that. So this is the fan art, kind of like fan art or net people art to they created to be sarcastic to the journalists. Like the fish want to be the doctor, the lizard want to be the DJ, and the vulture want to be a journalist. Or this is the sea monitor, which is the word we call it is quite rude in Thai, and they're holding camera and taking pictures of the funeral of the celebrity and stuff like that. And this is even worse. It is like the ghost or the troll that I'm begging for some information, or who are so greedy for the information. Yeah, so you don't have to answer me who's wrong, but just answer to yourself. And okay, and then the next one I want to show is like the media nowadays. Yeah, it's about surgery, because last year I was talking about plastic surgery and the perception of beauty as well. But last year we were having fun of watching this show in Thailand, which is called The Face Thailand. The TV show is searching for beautiful and good-looking and good personality girls to be a model, and it creates a lot of memes and some comments and some response on the internet criticizing each contestant. So and the last one that I show you is from the TV show called Let Me In, the Korean TV show that they search for people who have a problem with the face structure, who are suffering with their daily life having that kind of face, which is kind of like generous, but both TV shows are showing something. They're creating a new norm that beauty is the ideal of life, or of nowadays. You have to be good looking, you have to be beautiful, and then you will be taken as someone who has value. And what about people who have average looking and just normal, like all of us? And it influenced the teenagers as well to do something, to act like what they saw on TV. And the above picture is a girl who is a contestant in the show, who tried to defend herself that she didn't do any plastic surgery and stuff like that, and which means we care a lot about doing something to be beautiful, just like this. So yeah, so this is the perception of beauty in nowadays, and we have to figure out like what kind of beauty that we pursue, and well, if right now beautiful people is taken as good and value people, and what about us? Something like that. And this one is about the stardom, about when the celebrity goes to the event and try to answer the news when the reporter asks them some questions. But take a look at the back of it. It's a backdrop of some kind of product, whatever it is. So it shows that right now we don't, well, as an organizer, they don't really care about the good thing or bad thing that the celebrity or the actor or actress do. They just want to get the news from someone who are on the stream at that time, and the benefit goes to the client who hired the agency to do the event or stuff like that. And there are some celebrity make use of that, just make some news, and then once you become the talk of the town and you're invited to go to the event, because journalists don't really care about that issue, which is good or bad. They just want to interview you, and so now it's our responsibility to be aware of what we're watching and what we're consuming, because sometimes we just consume something unconsciously. Yeah. So and then after that, after this, I will let you guys ask any question that you want to know about any codes about art, culture, or entertainment, and I'll answer you as much as I can. Hello.
Hi, I'm Omar from Brunei. So my question is, when I Google your name, like your picture is different from the person. You're more beautiful in person. No, I'm kidding. Oh. But you are beautiful in person.
I didn't do anything. Okay.
But okay, this is my question. But the first question, you are beautiful. So this
well, that's not a question. That's a compliment. Thank you.
Is there a way to make the film industry in ASEAN, not only in Thailand, more prominent, like in Hollywood? And then that's my first question. And then the second question, do you have any advice for youth who are from a country that has a small art and entertainment scene? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. The first question is like how to make it prominent.
Yeah, how to make it prominent, like from ASEAN country to make more prominent.
Well, actually, right now the Western countries, like Hollywood or Cannes or some other, like as far as I've been to the film festival in some like Western country like Italy, France, or Canada or stuff like that. Then I feel like they're quite interested in movie from ASEAN community as well, and also from Asia, not only from ASEAN. Like they're interested in Japanese movie, Chinese movie. They all love it. But I think to make it prominent for ASEAN community, I wish I could see more of the co-production between two countries in ASEAN community. It could be like Thai, Cambodia. Well, we already had like Thai, Cambodia, Thai, Laos, Thai, Burma, something like that. But I think more and more we will make the movie that has the that is portrayed by the actor or actress from different countries, and I think that will make it stronger because it's showing that okay, now we're ASEAN already. Yeah. And the next question is how to like the people from the small village,
from youth who are from a country that has less entertainment scene. Like there's not much art. Like, well, you have art in your university, but to the public area, there's not much, in a sense. Yeah.
Okay, so well, actually, even Bangkok, they have very small. To be honest, it's still quite small. Like for the art scene and also theater, well, especially theater is very small. Like when we're gonna do some production, when we think like, oh, who's gonna come to play this role, there's just like 5 names up or 6 names up, is quite less. So I think it's less. It doesn't mean there's less. Doesn't mean they don't want to do it. So from my opinion, I think media has to take part of it to show more about how art could work or how we can do art. Like nowadays in Thailand, there are more and more TV show that talks about an art and theater and stuff like that. I think we have to encourage them and tell them that, well, actually they can do something. It could be a short movie. It could be just a small play which has like not a big props, a big set or high investment to make it happen. But well, the first thing we have to let them know that we can do it, and the show doesn't have to be doesn't have to create it by themselves. They can just get some news from other countries or some other region to show them, or maybe if it's allowed, record some performance or some show to let them know that okay, this is art, this is a performance, and well, actually, you guys can do it. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Lydia from Korea, and then I liked your presentation. It was quite interesting. I liked how you shared your experience and then your working career throughout your life. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, I mean, that's not the official question.
That's a good question. I'm 27.
You're 27. Okay.
What?
Oh. All right. You look younger, of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
I love this game, though. Guessing age.
All right. Well, I want to ask some questions about how Thailand accepts this LGBT industry. For example, like you are working in entertainment industry, and then are, for example, people from upper generation, for example, our parents or grandparents are open to this. For example, since you told us that there are more LGBT or gay comedy or series going on in TV, and then our people in our older age are open-minded about this. And then secondly, you talked about lookism, for example, like in a nutshell, where good looking is associated with positive things, while bad physical appearance is associated with negative things. So there's like a fad of cosmetic surgeries going on, not just for celebrities, but then also for the ordinary people like students. So is the Thailand government aware of this lookism, where people really value more on the physical appearance rather than the personal development? So I think this is a crucial issue for especially youth in forming their identities. So they might rather inclined to physical appearance rather than what is inside. For example, qualities that are not really seen outside. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, to answer your first question, well, I used to think that, well, Thailand has more acceptance on LGBT community, especially the appearance of them in on the media, like in the series, on TV or in the movie, and stuff like that. But last year, I took part in a TV series which has like the gay character as well, and all the script was kind of like the talking about the rejection from the family and how the parents are unhappy with the boy who found out that he's gay. So I think it's quite now it's looping a little bit for now. But okay, for now you can see gay characters in so many series, so many films, so many thing on TV, on the media. And when we go outside, when we walk around, we see lots of gay people or trans or LGBT whatsoever. But we for our generation is quite okay, because we look beyond that. We love our friends. We respect in ourselves, and we look at them as how to say, like, as human. There's nothing wrong with that. But well, I have to say for the upper generation, there's still some kind of like confusion about that. Like for example, some of my friends who are gay, and then they try to come out to their parents. Their parents still think that it's just a disease, or this is a symptom, that it could be cured and stuff like that. So it's quite various, like the opinion and the perspective of LGBT community. But I think the reason why it looks very, very fine and accepted on media, because we look at it as if it's not our business. It's just some other story, the story of other people. But when probably for some people, when it happens to them, it's quite hard and inconvenient to talk about that. So it's quite, well, it's going in a good way, in a better way, but we still have to got to wait, because I can see some undercurrent from the look that it's quite okay and it's quite accepted, but actually there's something inside. I used to write an article about that, the chronicle and the stereotype of the gay character on Thai media. And just what I said, like either clowns to make the story colorful, or the good-looking, well-educated gay people. But usually, mostly, like 90% would be ended up in the unsuccessful love, or it can be successful but somewhere else, but not in the kingdom and stuff like that. So and it's kind of like looping. So yeah, that's what's happening now. And the second question, or is it a question too? Right? Okay. Does the government know or aware of there's more and more like plastic surgery and something like that, right? Is that the question?
Yeah, because more and more people are more emphasizing the physical appearance rather than the before they get to know each other.
Yeah.
So, for example, they judge the people based on their physical appearance before they get to know the person itself. So this is also called lookism. That's a term where good looking is equal to positive things and bad looking equals like negative things. So those kind of perception is just spreading through the youth, because I saw like SNS, like Twitter, Instagram, posting pictures about that. So I think it's a really important issue for the youth in personal development, because in the future it's going to form their decision-making activities. So is Thai government really aware that the students or the people are having these issues?
I think they haven't really talked about it, but what they are interested in, it's increasing the GDP, because not only Korea but also in Thailand as well, who's well known in the plastic surgery. But for us, I think we have to talk more about the identity, because more and more TV shows and more things like this on media that shows that we care a lot about having a good appearance, not only on TV but on shelf. Like when you go to the 7-Eleven, there's a big shelf of the product, like whitening product or something that makes you look glow, or kind of like a firm face or stuff like that. So we have the beauty concern a lot right now, but what we can do is to aware that this is not the most important thing of our life, and especially for the teenagers who consume this kind of media. Sometimes I saw some post on Instagram or Twitter to react upon each episodes of the Face Thailand. Some are just criticize like, "Ah, you're ugly, you're not beautiful," or something like that, and it's just like, whoa. Well, if it's going on like this, it will create the norm and belief that, well, you have to be beautiful, and then they will try so hard to reach that point. Well, actually, this is not essential at all. So, what we can do, in my opinion, well, when you see this kind of thing, you just maybe not sharing or posting something that could lead people to do that. Just the same as the issue about when the journalists go to introduce the funeral of the celebrity and to get the picture. It's just because the consumer wants to see the close picture as well. So what we can do is first to aware of it, and the second one is not to share or support or show the sign of support by sharing or replying, that kind of thing, so that the sponsor would know that, okay, the consumer don't really want to know about this anymore, so they just go to the new agenda or other thing that may be useful.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Hello, Mister. I work for Beijing LGBT Center.
Yeah, I saw that on.
Yeah.
Paper.
Thank you. And I really love the movie, The Love of Siam. Really. Yes, and my question is, I think your thinking is right, because in Thailand, I think the group of LGBT is actually more acceptable by Thailand people, because maybe some lady boys and the media show, and they really accept that. But in China, because our own culture and our root is based on families, it's really hard to for Chinese LGBT to come out to families. Even the shows related, or the movie, or the books related to LGBT issues, the government actually they don't want to publish it. They forbidden to show in the big cinema. They forbidden that kind of plot to be shown in the movie. So I just want to know, I know through media we can really push something, positively to change the mind about the people, how people to think of LGBT things. And do you think except for media, do you think there is another way for people to, to get more about the LGBT and to really, mutual communicating and understanding of each other?
Well, in general, I think one of the most important thing is education. Yeah, because well, in a European country, there are some books talking about like gay parents and stuff like that. But I'm not sure, like, because I've been to China as well, and I see how discreet the government try to make
Indeed.
LGBT community be. So but as far as I experience, as far as I know, like some people from China in our generation, I think they're quite okay with it, right? But just because the government
families,
and the family, like the government doesn't really want to share or doesn't want to publish the media that has that kind of thing, or but it's a good thing for gay celebrity or gay actor and actress
to come out
because if they as long as they don't say anything, the public the press cannot publish any news about that because it's quite wrong, something like that.
So my icon is Ellen DeGeneres for sure.
Ellen
DeGeneres, Ellen show, it's like her choice to come out to US to all the people, and she really makes something for LGBT group.
So I think education. And I think right now more and more, because right now China like turn that face to the world, and we have internet, so we can consume like so many things. Even some media were blocked.
We use VPN.
I do it as well. So and then I think people in our generation and also the next generation were more and more aware of it. And maybe we don't need we don't even have to care about how government block the media at all, because you can, if you can't watch it on TV, you can consume it online or on something else. So it will be soon okay, I think. But like, it's quite not. It's not quite nice thing to say, but it's quite a trend as well. To show that we're developed. Now we're in trend or something like that. So probably more and more countries will do that. Also in Thailand right now we try so hard to do the like gay marriage amnesty and stuff like that. So I think we will see the future about it.